Hi guys, it's me, Susan. Welcome to Cruisin' with Susan. Um, it's been a while, I know, and actually part of what prompted this is I got a special request to comment on the idea of riding the wave. And as I thought about it, that's really what I'm doing a lot, and actually it's what you're doing too. You may not be aware of it. Um, so I thought it would be a good thing to talk about. Um, Most people, when they think of riding the wave or think of riding a wave, they think of being on top of the wave. Like, woohoo, everything's wonderful, things are flowing perfectly, and you're on top of the world. Okay? But the truth is, in my truth anyway, is that we're always riding the wave, and waves have bottoms as well as tops. And you can never stay on the top of the wave forever. But at the same time, you're not going to be in the bottom of the wave forever either. But remembering that sometimes can help. Just a perfect example, I think. Yesterday, I was pretty much at the bottom of the wave. I don't really completely understand why I do think about things a lot and analyze myself all the time, but I couldn't really figure it out, except it started with the weather was cold and rainy and windy and crappy. And I don't know, it just felt like a day to stay in the house, but staying in the house meant you should do stuff like get clean, do something, and I didn't feel like doing that either. So I still have a fairly good residue of expectations of myself. Even though I'm so aware of them, I can usually counter them pretty easily. But sometimes it just sort of gets the best of me, and if I'm not being productive, I feel like a schlump. Some of you may relate to that. Anyway, so, for me, bad days anymore are not as horrible as they used to be. I don't binge eat really. I mean, I might eat a little bit more than I usually do, but it's all more moderated, and I think part of that is because I've learned that they don't last. That's the real advantage of the wave concept. You could say, "Oh crap, the good stuff doesn't last, something bad always happens," but you could also say the bad stuff doesn't last either, and something always happens. For example, today, obviously, as you can see, the weather is much nicer. I'm outside on my little perch where I come and drink coffee every day. Let me show you. I'll just do a quick panorama so you can see what my view is from here. Okay, hold on. I just realized I stuck my thumb in front of the thing. Wait a minute. Okay, so as you can see, my view, sorry, it's a lovely day, okay? But that's not the whole reason. Even if it's still been a bad day weather-wise, I think I've just noticed enough to see that part of life, part of the flow of life is, literally an ebb and a flow. Another analogy I like to use is that feelings are like waves, and you are the shore. So sometimes the feelings are very intense, the waves are very huge, they're pounding on the shore. The shore doesn't go away, it's affected by the waves. And other days the waves are barely there at all, and there's a gentle lapping, and it's warm and lovely. And then the next day it'll be something else. So being able to remember that, I find it can be really helpful. Not helpful in the sense of it makes the bad feelings go away, because it doesn't always. I mean, sometimes it does, but it makes you able to tolerate them, to stay on the wave, no matter what part of the wave you're in, because you know that it's going to continue and that good follows bad just as reliably as bad follows good. You know, there's a great book. It's very old, but I think it would bear reading if you haven't read it already, called When Bad Things Happen to Good People. And there's an expectation we have that, like, if we're okay, if we're a good person, basically bad things shouldn't happen, to us. And I always, like when people say, "Why me?" My feeling is, why not you? Who should it be instead of you? How do we pick? We don't get to, there is not a justice system, in my opinion, that where first all the bad people get punished and then, the good people get rewarded. Humans made that up to help them be motivated to be good, I guess, or to control people, to say, if you're good, you'll get a payoff, and if you're bad, you'll get in trouble. But really, it rains on the just and the unjust. That's what it says in the Bible. It's no more likely. We all die. We all lose people we love, whether we're good people or bad people. You can't do something that's going to guarantee that you feel good all the time about yourself or about your life or anything. So what's important about that, I think, is that it allows you to be less panicked or less stressed when things are not going well. It maybe even reminds you to just wait and it will pass. For instance, when I have patients who come in and say, I was really struggling, I just wanted to go to bed and pull the covers over my head, I usually say, well, maybe you should do that. If that's what you wanted to do. The fear is, I'll never get up, or, I have things to do. I mean, I understand that. If you can't necessarily do that when you need to go to work, you don't want to lose your job. But, let's say you spend the weekend in bed. I think you actually will end up getting up sooner if you just let yourself do it. And if you want to have a pity party, have one. I don't think they will really last forever. But we're afraid, oh no, I have to try to make these bad feelings go away. And sometimes the things we do to make them go away actually end up making us feel worse. So I think it's good to know that you can ride the wave, that you are riding the wave right now. You may not like the part of the wave that you're in, but just keep going. You don't really have a choice about that. The next day comes and the next hour comes and the next thing comes that life throws at us, and we'll deal with it when it comes. Worrying about it in advance just takes your attention, your focus off what you can do right now that might be enjoyable. I made it through my bad day yesterday, partly by giving myself permission to do. I worked on a jigsaw puzzle. Okay, how productive is that? That's not going to save the world. But I decided that's what I can do right now. I cannot clean my house. I just had no desire to do that. Nobody's coming over, and so I made it okay, and it was okay. I still didn't feel great, but I was able to function. I didn't hate myself, which is a blessing. And then today, I don't know, the day flowed a lot smoother. I got some things done that I couldn't have done yesterday. Nailing up the house numbers on my fence, which took, like 10 minutes. I couldn't do it yesterday. I couldn't make myself do it. And today it was like easy. So I don't know, should I feel terrible that I didn't do it yesterday? Why? Why? Anyway, that's my story. I think riding the wave, the sooner you realize that you're riding it whether you want to or not, the more you're going to be able to actually maybe enjoy it, maybe even I won't go so far as to say enjoy the down parts or the bad parts, but you'll be able to handle them a lot better because they're just part of the wave, and so is the up part. And you can look forward to that, or you can at least reassure yourself with the knowledge that it's coming. And if you want to get in bed and pull the covers over your head, make sure the dog is fed, or the kids aren't wandering around unsupervised, and then do it. You'll probably get up sooner because it's actually kind of boring after a while. So hopefully that's helpful. And by the way, I enjoyed getting the request. So if you have anything that you'd like me to comment on or give you my opinion, I love obviously giving my opinion. Please feel free to contact me. You can comment on this video and let me know ideas of things you'd like to hear about, or you can email me. My email is hullsusan, that's HULLSUSAN, at sbcglobal.net. Okay? So until the next time, remember to live well, laugh often, and love much. And I'll see you soon on Cruisin' with Susan. Bye.